श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देव महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्मा श्री माताजी निर्मलमा श्री माता साक्षात् श्री नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देव महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्मा श्री माताजी निर्मलमा श्री माताजी निर्मलमा गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देव महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्मा श्री माताजी निर्मलमा श्री माताजी निर्मलमा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नमो नमः। लाओत्से नमो नमः। लाओत्से नमो नमः। सोक्रातेस् नमो नमः। सोक्रातेस् नमो नमः। मोहम्मेद नमो नमः। मोहम्मेद नमो नमः। गुरु नानक नमो नमः। गुरु नानक नमो नमः। शिरडी साई बाबा नमो नमः। शिरडी साई बाबा नमो नमः। आदि गुरु दत्तात्रेय नमो नमः। आदि गुरु दत्तात्रेय नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी, श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देव महेश्वरः, गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म श्री माताजी निर्मलमा, श्री माताजी निर्मलमा। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देव महेश्वरः, गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म श्री माताजी निर्मलमा, श्री माताजी निर्मलमा। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः।
And take to the mantra the Shri Ganesha Gauri Mata.
Sakshat Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Let's take the three great mantras.
Om Tadeva Shri Mataji Shri Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Namo Namaha. Om Tadeva Sakshat Shri Sakshat Shri Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tadeva Sakshat Shri Sakshat Shri Sarasvati Moksha Pradini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namaha.
We'll begin by listening to the talk by Lama.
Had to spend a little more time than normal to get to the stage where we could really worship the Guru. When we worship our Guru, we have to know actually we are trying to awaken the Guru principle within ourselves. It's not only that you are here to worship your Guru. You may worship many a times. Maybe the vibrations would flow. Maybe that you might get filled with that and you feel elevated, nourished. But this nourishment has to be retained within ourselves. So always remember, then whenever you are worshipping any principle outside, you are trying to worship your own principle within yourself. Within us, as you know, in all of us, there lies the principle of Guru. It's very interesting to notice the Guru principle being drawn beautifully round the Nabhi chakra. You never see any chakras connected with the Guru principle. You see Navi, and around is the Bhavasagara. So this Bhavasagara, which is the ocean of illusion, cannot be the Guru. So there are hidden chakras within this Bhavasagara, within us, which are to be awakened and to be brought to light, to be manifested. As you can see that the limits of this principle are done by the movement of the Swadhisthana chakra. Swadhisthana is the chakra which gives you first and foremost thing is the creativity. A person who is a guru has to be creative by nature. If you are not a creative person, you cannot become a guru. For example, you are faced with disciples with whom you have to converse. You have to create a word of divine magic to impress on the disciples or the people who are attracted towards you as gurus, to show that you have much more divine magic than them. If you are a very mundane type of a person, very ordinary, cannot create a beautiful couplet or a beautiful sentence or a humor or a joke or a beautiful painting or a beautiful tapestry or a beautiful house. If you lack in creativity, you will lack in your Guru principle. Because a Guru has to create out of ordinary people something extraordinary. He should be able to create a new personality out of an old personality which is decaying. So the first principle you have to understand within yourself that you should be able to create a new personality in a person. So, how do we do it? Of course, you have got powers to raise the Kundalini, you have got powers to cure people, you have got powers to talk big or talk small. Despite all that, if you cannot create a new personality out of the persons with whom you are dealing, then you are not a guru. And the new personality has to be a special personality of very unique combination of compassion and dynamism. So it is important that in your creativity you have to use the energy of compassion. You can only mold people through compassion and never through anger, never through suppression, never through showing off your powers of Gurudom. Unless and until you handle the situation and the personality very carefully, showing all the respect, showing all the concern and all the love for the person whom you are giving realization, just showing off that you are a great Guru, it will only create a kind of a fear about you. And after some time, people would not like to see your faces. So the most important thing about Guru principle is that you have to create. Many people get realization, all right? They get realization, then they stay in some ashrams maybe. They come to pujas, they listen to music, they may dance, they laugh, they are collective, but still their Guru principle is not awakened unless and until they have created many, many more Sahajogis. So the vision of a Guru should be, how many Sahajogis I am going to create? How am I going to use this creativity to create more Sahajogis? So the basis or the essence of the Swadhisthana Chakra, though is aesthetics, the force and the energy of Swadhisthana Chakra is attention. If you have a wobbly attention, if your attention is 1 minute here, 1 minute there, if you have an attention by which you just can criticize others and cannot see your own faults, if you have an attention by which you show people that you are a frivolous, nonsensical person, then your Guru principle is wasted. It is the effort of Sahaja Yoga that is wasted, and your Guru's job is also wasted. Minimum of minimum. First, the attention has to be pure. But pure attention doesn't mean harshness. It doesn't mean asceticism. It doesn't mean disciplining your eyes like a blinkers of horse. But in all freedom, your attention to be concentrated. Where do we pay our attention the most? If we are honest, we can think on human level, we pay our attention to our children, to our wife, to our husbands, to our family, the relationships which are with love. So, when your attention has got the compassion and the love for another person, then only you can work out the realization of others. If you have to work out the realization of others, it has to be an intense love for another person. If you don't have that intensity, you are just moving your hands, raising the kundalini because your mother has given you powers and it's finished off. That intensity of love can only give you success with your pure attention, and I think the pure attention can only love. Impure attention cannot love, because all impure attention is self-oriented, I-oriented. They are not self in the sense, spiritual-oriented. But the idea that spirituality is love, it seems to be a new idea for many people. They think spirituality means a person who is just absolutely dry like a beanstalk, and nobody can go near that person, nobody can communicate with such a person because that person is too pure. If the soap cannot cleanse your body, what's the use of having the soap? If the soap is afraid to come near you, then it's better not to be called as soap. So, we come to the point that the creativity, if it is our aim, lakshya, for that the attention we should purify. And to be purified with love, with compassion. And the same attention, when it is filled with love and compassion, it gives you dynamism, it gives you strength, it's untiring zeal you get. And the joy of seeing your reflection into another person is very beautiful. No words can describe it. Actually, when you give realization to another person, what you try to see is your image in that person. As if out of an ordinary glass, you are making it into a beautiful mirror. And then you want to see that. That is how you create. You create your own reflections, and through the cleansing of the reflectors, once you understand that without creativity, this Guru Puja is useless for you. If you just live for yourself, for your family, for your husband, or just for an ashram, then you have not expanded at all. You have not done any duty towards your Guru. Of course, as soon as you take to this principle, you develop so many qualities within you. The first you develop is wisdom. Because you realize where you are going wrong, why this is not working out, why there's a problem, why your creativity doesn't act. It becomes evident to you, obvious to you, and you start learning. And wisdom comes to you and you understand. Wisdom is when you realize your mistakes and rectify them. And with that, you develop the balance, the understanding, how to deal with another personality. I always tell the story of a car, that there's an accelerator and also there's a brake. You have to use first both of them without understanding what is it. Still you are not a guru. You are not even a driver. Then when you know, then you automatically drive, then you are a driver. But still the master is sitting behind. So now you have to become the master. And when you become the master, you can balance the vehicle and you can see the driver, accelerator and also the brake. And you can manage it just in a very simple manner. So this Guru principle is limited and goes on increasing its limitations, like the horizon. As you start growing into more creativity, the more people you create. And the central point of this one is the Nabhi, is the center, which like a big pivotal point on which the whole of this movement takes place. Nabhi chakra, as you know, you get it from your mother to begin with. So a guru has to be the mother. He must have the qualities of the mother, not the modern mothers, but in the real sense of the word. That a guru has to love her children and has to have strength and courage to correct her children. And the earnest desire should be to put the children onto proper lines, to guide them and to help them to rise. So the first nourishment comes to us even when we are in the womb of the mother, through the mother. And so you are the mother, though you may be a man or a woman, but in quality you are the mother. And whatever you think or whatever you do has an effect on the child. The way you behave, the way you talk, the way you live, everything has a bearing on the development of the child. In the same way, when supposing a Saj Yogi who is trying to give realization is a hypocritical person, if he is a wrong type of a person, if he does not respect his own guru, the children behave the same manner. And they take wrong things much faster. They see to wrong things first. So you have to be perfect in your behavior towards your own guru. You have to respect your own guru in a full way. Complete surrender to your own guru is important. Then they will see how you have treated your own guru, and that is how they will treat you. If you don't treat your guru with that respect, with that understanding, with that surrendering, then don't expect your children or the people whom you are guiding are going to respect you. So this Guru principle within us has to be like a great sage or a great seer who is above the normal mundane people and sees the things in a proper perspective and delivers the proper understanding of all this perspective he sees to his disciples, doesn't give them distorted or wrong ideas. Now, one may say that, Mother, how is it that the love we can express and also tell them the truth? You have to look after the benevolence, hitam. You have to look after the benevolence of your disciple. It may appear that he may not like what you are telling that person today, but a day will come when he will think, thank God your Guru has corrected you and has put you on the right path. If the goal of the disciple is not to ascend, is just to be there for some sort of a purpose, then it's better not to have such disciples. Not to have anyone of this kind who are not there for their own ascent, but for other gains which are absolutely of no avail. This question arises sometimes, how to love? It's a very funny question, that we don't know how to love human beings. We can love our things, we can love our useless things, we can love some sort of a beautiful scenery because it gives us joy. We can love some nice restaurant because you can get good food there, or some sort of a thing which is of a very baser nature. But love for love's sake is this, that when you really love for love's sake, then you try to put or implant that love into somebody else. That you make another person as lovable as you are. So the whole system becomes different if you understand that we have to base all our progress, all our movements, all our behavior, all our understanding on love. Otherwise, your Guru principle is extremely weak, and after some time you will find you are just standing out of the shores of Sajoga. Anybody who is attached or biased and has conditionings cannot become a Guru. Cannot. Because even if he becomes so-called, all those things will be reflected in that person. Or say if he is very full of ego, thinks not of himself and thinks that I am a great Guru, that ego also would be expressed. Supposing such a Guru talks too much, also find the disciple the same style. If he is a quiet type, you find the disciple the same style. So we reach a conclusion that first we must develop our own Guru principle. If we cannot develop that, it is no use doing any Guru Puja, because it is just temporary. It's not going to help you much unless and until you really decide that you are going to nourish and develop and establish your Guru principle. So today when you are worshipping me as the Guru, you must know that any amount of my talking, any amount of my giving you blessings or anything is not going to work out unless and until we really develop our own Guru principle and the depth. Because a Guru makes his disciple cross the Bhavasagara. He's like the boat who takes his disciples and crosses with love and with proper direction. That has to be with all of you. As it is, you are all realized souls. And as I have told you, you are all angels. But if you do not establish your Guru principle, you know of angels how they have fallen down and gone forever. So be careful. It's easy to be an angel, but difficult to maintain it. It is difficult to be the gods and goddesses, but easy to maintain it. So, all of you are here. I'm very happy to see that you have come to worship me as your Guru. And I would expect that my children are after my own image, that my image should be such that my children should feel that oneness with my image, and I should be a proud mother of so many children who have come from so many countries. May God bless.
Can we have the children come forward to answer Shri Mataji, and we'll take Shri Ganesha Atavashesha.
Tvam sakshatadmasi cham Vikram Vashmi Satyam Vashmi Avatmama Avataram Avasukaram Avataram Avataram Avanusham Avashisham Avapasyatam Avaputam Avodratam Avashnatam Avashudatam Avadatam Swatomam Hari Hari Samantat Tvam Vatmaya Svam Shinmaya Tvam Anandamaya Svam Brahmamaya Tvam Satchidananda Divyosi Tvam Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvam Jnanamayo Vijnanamayosi Sarvam Jagadam Tato Jayate Sarvam Jagadam Tvatatishtati Sarvam Jagadam Tvayi Nishyati Sarvam Jagadam Tvayi Pratyeti Tvam Bhumi Rapo Nalo Nilo Nabha Tvam Shatvari Matmanani Tvam Guna Trayatikaha Tvam Daya Trayatikaha Tvam Kala Trayatikaha Tvam Muladhara Yosi Nijam, Tvam Shakti Kayatmaka, Tvam Yogino Dayanti Nijam, Tvam Brahma, Tvam Vishnu, Tvam Rudra, Tvam Indra, Tvam Agni, Tvam Vayu, Tvam Surya, Tvam Chandra, Tvam Brahma, Bhurbhava, Tvam Yanadim Muchaya, Anushara, Adendu Lachitam Dvarena Rupam, Etat Tava Manutva Rupam, Kartara Rupam, Akaro Majama Rupam, Anushwara Shanja Rupam, Vidurtara Nara Sandam Samita Sandhi, Jaisha Ganesha Vijaya Ganika Rishi, Nishrit Gayatri Chandala Ganpati Devata, Om Gam Ganpatiye Namaha, Ekadantaya Vidmahe, Vakratundaya Dhimahi, Tanno Danti Prachodayat, Ekadantam Chaturvasam Vasham Bhushadanam Radhacharanam Yeviranam Mushaka Vajam Raktam Namoranam Shukranam Rakta Vasasam Rakta Gandhanuyutangam Rakta Pushpaihi Sabodhitam Patanam Kampinam Devam Jagat Namaskar Avir Pumanchaya Shrimato Prakriti Purushaya Param Eram Dharmatiyo Nijam Sayogiyo Vinamvara Namo Bhagavate Namo Ganapatye Namo Ganapatye Namaste Ratu Namo Ekadantaya Vijnanashine Shiva Svaya Shri Mataji Namaha Sakshat Shri Hari Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
So two ladies requested to become Puja.
ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिः द्वन्द्वातीतं गगन सदृशम् तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम्
सर्वाधि
शाश्वतं शान्तं व्योमातीतं निरञ्जनं नादबिन्दु कलातीतं तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः। गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे
ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपदं मन्त्रमूलं गुरुवाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा।
अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नमस्ते माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो
Where's the Havan? We'll light the Havan. I will say 3 mantras to Shri Agni Devata.
Shri Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Dhamma Sakshat Shri Agni Devata Sakshat Shri Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Dhamma Sakshat Shri Agni Devata Sakshat Shri Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
One mantra to Shri Swaha Devata.
Om Dhamma Sakshat Shri Swaha Sakshat Shri Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Take the 12 holy names of Shri Ganesha, followed by the short mantra. You are the one whose face is handsome and auspicious. auspicious, Shri Sumukha. You are he who has one tusk, Shri Ekadanta. You are reddish brown in color, Shri Kapila. You are the one who has elephant's ears, Shri Gaj Kanaka. You are big bellied, Shri Lambodara. You are huge, Shri Vikasa. You are the destroyer of obstacles, Shri Vinkanasha. You are the leader of the Ganas, the Gana Deepa. You are grey bannered, the Jumra Ketu. You are the chief of the Ganas, the Gana Yaksha. You are the one who sports the moon on his forehead, Shri Balachandra. You are elephant faced, Shri Gajanana.
Shri Mataji, Shri Nirmala, Devi, Namo Namaha.
Now take the 10 names of the 10 more primordial masters, the Adi Gurus. Shri Raja Janaka. Shri Abraham. Shri Moses. Shri Shri Zoroaster, Shri Confucius, Shri Lao Tse, Shri Socrates, Shri Shri Guru Nanak, Shri Sai Baba of Shirdi, And now take the 9 holy names of Shri Durga Ma. You are the daughter of the mountain, Shri Shailaputri. You are the one who observes the state of celibacy, Shri Brahmachari. You are adorned with the moon as your belt, Shri Chandradanta. You are the one whose void contains the universe, Shri Kushmanda. You are the mother of Shri Kartikeya, Shri Kandamata. You are the foster daughter of sage Kachayana, Shri Kachayani. You are the dark night of dissolution, Shri Kalaratri. You are the Adi Kundalini, Shri Mahagauri. You are the bestower of siddhis, Shri Siddhi Datri.
Namaha. Om Shri Mataji, Shri Nirmala, Namo.
Let's take the 11 Ekadasha root Ramesh. Shri Maha Hanumana.
Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Maha. Om Swaha.
Shri Maha Bhairava.
Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Maha Bhairava Namo. Om Swaha.
Shri Buddha.
Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Buddha Namo Namaha. Om Swaha.
Shri Mahavira.
Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Mahavira Namo Namaha. Om Swaha.
Shri Maha Kartikeya.
Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Mahavira Namaha. Om Swaha.
Shri Maha Ganesha.
Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Mahaganesha Namaha. Om Swaha.
Shri Yeshu Krista.
Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Yeshu Krista Namo Namaha. Om Swaha.
Shri Brahmadeva Saraswati.
Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Brahmadeva Namo Namaha. Om Swaha.
Shri Lakshmi Narayana.
Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Lakshmi Narayana. Om Swaha.
Shri Shiva Parvati.
Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Shiva Parvati Namo Namaha. Om Swaha.
Shri Hiranyagarbha.
Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Hiranyagarbha Namo Namaha. Om Swaha. Shri Mataji, Shri Nirmala, Devi, Namo Namaha.
Now, take the negativities sent in by collectives in Queensland and also Hinkley State. For digital media that's against spiritual assent. The online gaming and gambling industry. All negativity stopping the spread of Hatha Yoga in Queensland. Alcohol, ice, and drug addictions in humans and its causes. Glorification of alcohol and drug use in advertising and media. Sexualization in media. glorification and focus on body image, eating disorders in young girls, attack on innocence in humans and its causes, human slavery, domestic violence and any form of domestic abuse, all negativity attacking Sahaja Yoga, all negativity creating splits in Sahaja Yoga, all negativity preventing all Sahaja Yogis to come together as one. All wrong conditioning in Sahaja Yogis and its causes. All forces acting to prevent the success of Sahaja Yoga from within the collective. All negativity preventing the giving of self-realization online. All the disruptions, fears, and over-controlling of governments and media. Misinformation being peddled on the internet regarding the COVID pandemic. Devastation of community, business, and livelihoods in South Africa. All negativity preventing the spiritual growth and evolution of Sahaja Yogis. All negativity stopping Sahaja Yogis from achieving faultless awareness. All negativity preventing Sahaja Yogis from using Sahaja Yoga techniques to clear their subtle system. All negativity preventing Sahaja Yogis from giving realization, spreading Sahaja Yoga, and talking about Sahaja Yoga. All negativity trying to divide Sahaja Yogis, close their hearts to each other and preventing them from being one with each other. All negativity attacking the children growing up in Sahaja Yoga. All negativity and obstacles preventing the establishment and opening of the Sahaja Yoga School in Australia. All negativity attacking negative attention on and gossip about Australian Sahaja Yoga councillors, trustees, and school board members. All negativity attacking and preventing discipline and the Guru principle of Sahaja Yogis from being established. The spread of the Delta variant of COVID-19 in Australia. The Delta variant of COVID-19 all over the world. All negativity attacking and dividing Sahaja Yogis all over the world. Distortion of morality and chastity in the society which misleads human beings. All negativity preventing us from being collective. All negativity that supports greed and power to cause ongoing environmental damage. All negativity preventing a safe, cheap, and reliable cure for COVID-19 to be easily accessible and distributed worldwide. All obstacles to obtaining a collective property for Adelaide. Coronavirus. All negativity preventing journalists from reporting the truth. Companies and/or governments producing and selling guns, ammunition, and any war materials overseas and causing thousands of refugees to flee for their lives. All forms of marketing. All the evil in the world. All the evil violating human rights worldwide. All negativity preventing truth from being exposed. Bill Gates. Deep fake internet. The dark web. All fear within humans worldwide. Guilt within humans worldwide. All forms of emotional abuse. All forms of negativity attacking innocence. Overfishing in the fishing industry, destroying the ocean and its inhabitants. Slavery in the fishing industry. Whaling practices in the Faroe Islands off the coast of Denmark. Negativity preventing no-take zones in the ocean as havens for wildlife to be established and enforced. All cyber attacks internationally that are sponsored by governments. The QAnon group in Australia and USA. Prime Minister Scott Morrison's link with Friends of QAnon. The multinationals behind the palm oil industry. Destruction of forests, native peoples and animals to sustain the palm oil industry in Indonesia, Malaysia and other Asian countries. Now, if we have written anything on paper, bring it up to the Havan. Any of you want to offer anything else collected, you can come over to the microphone. You're offering the paper. Otherwise, you can just silently offer anything personally like to offer.
All the deliberate medical lies about COVID. All the censoring, gagging, vilifying of professional virologists, scientists, researchers, medical frontliners. All negativity of the United Nations to be one world government. The lack of wisdom in the population of the earth.
So we'll now finish by offering all the negativities 3 times. All the negativity. All the negativity. All the negativity. Offer the remaining samadhi and 5 fruits.
We'll say the Purnamati mantra, so Om Agni Swaha. Okay. Agni Swaha. Om Agni Swaha. Om Agni Swaha. Om Tat Sat 3 times. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. We can offer the 5 fruits by saying the mantra. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaha Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti.
And take body control before I
Shri Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi ki Jai.
meditate quietly for a few minutes. Yes, Shri Mataji. Welcome to Guru Puja 2021. Pandemic style. It's great to see a lot of Queensland yogis here tonight, and thank you to all those joining us online in Australia and overseas. Tomorrow morning, we'll be having our presentation session at 10 a.m. and I'd really love to see as many people here in person and online as possible. We're having 3 presentations. 2 I've already seen and they're really beautiful. So I really encourage everyone to get along. The first one is about the Balmoral Rejuvenation Project, and it's the storyline of the miracle of the Balmoral bushfires where our Balmoral property is protected, and then the recovery of the actual damage to the surrounding property over the last couple of years and culminating in Easter Puja this year. And then the second one is an update of the primary school project and all the information of how we're travelling that. It's also been really lovely, really well put together by Uncle Charles. So it's got a lot of excerpts of mother and children talking of why they'd like to go to Sahaj Primary School and lots of really lovely stuff. So, and then the third one will be the presentation about all the good stuff that's happened with our spreading of Sahaj Yoga online since the pandemic began, and all the great stuff that's happened over the last 18 months or so with regard to keeping spreading Sahaj Yoga going while we're restricted in terms of our physical programs. So we'll hopefully see you everyone tomorrow morning, and thank you again for joining us this evening, and National.
Thank you, Anthony.